1470 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Just 2 days ago, it was Labor Day. And we did a segment on Labor Day here on WOCA, and it was a segment dedicated to job opportunities right here in Ocala and Marion County. And we mentioned at great length CareerSource, because Laura Byrnes has taught us that CareerSource is really probably the best place to go if you're looking for a job or if you're looking for talent. And we made sure to mention all of that. I went onto your website, actually, Laura. I went to CareerSourceCLM.com and gave some information from the website, and we're going to learn some more. Laura Byrnes is in the studio with some of her guests. Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Good morning. I'm super fine. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Did you have Labor Day off?
I did. Yes. Yes, indeed.
See, that's a beautiful thing. I think you work harder when you're looking for work than when you actually have a job and you're settled in, right?
Well, looking for work is a full-time job.
It's hard,
As we've discussed a number of times.
And nerve-wracking, too. It's nerve-wracking.
It can be,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah.
And that's why places like CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and this new place is going to be just wonderful for anyone who, A, is looking for the talent they need, or B, needs that employment. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk a lot at the front end because Dr. Henningsen, president of College of Central Florida, and Rusty Skinner, the CEO of CareerSource Citrus Levy Marion, are our special guests today, and we're happy to have them. I just have two quick things. Number one, found some keys out in the parking lot. These are for a Scion. Anyway.
Is that a horn beeper?
Yeah, that's mine. No, I'm just kidding.
And after the show, I'm going to go turn them into the information desk here at the mall. So if you parked over by the WOCA food court entrance and lost your keys, go to the information center at the mall.
Does the horn beeper work?
I'm not going to try it.
Oh, that would tell you which car it was.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't try that. I should have done that. I didn't see one.
If we want to buy it.
We looked around. We didn't see one. The second thing I just want to quickly mention, we have a fall job fair coming up Thursday, September 22nd, and this is put on by CF's Excel It in partnership with us and Talent Center, and you'll find out about that, and of course the College of Central Florida, and that is the 22nd here at Paddock Mall from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there are a bunch of employers who will be here. Go to our website, CareerSourceCLM.com, go to our calendar of events for the 22nd and learn all about it. And of course, there's no charge to attend.
That's awesome. You guys are great.
So the big thing here with these gentlemen is they're going to talk about a new...
We found the owner of the keys already, so great job.
Awesome. The power of the media.
Who was it, Joe? Joe lost his keys?
That's the guy that was walking by.
Just
there.
walking
Walked by, you heard you outside the window.
We have returned the keys to the rightful owner. That's awesome.
There goes my
Sure,
car.
it's not just somebody who wants to have a new car.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a Scion.
Good luck on that.
Well, I was wondering how they got away.
I just won a car from a radio show.
It's awesome. CareerSource, wonderful. Anyway, well, the Talent Center at the College of Central Florida is a new joint venture between CareerSource, CLM, and the college, and it is very exciting. We are having an open house on Wednesday, September 14th.
Okay.
Ribbon cutting, all that good stuff, and that is why these gentlemen are here to tell us why the Talent Center, what is the Talent Center, and who can take advantage of it. So,
All right, awesome.
take it away, guys.
I think the best way for a community to survive is to have two things, jobs and education. And you can't have jobs without education, and you're not going to have an education and keep the students there if you don't have any jobs, right?
Absolutely, and I think that's why this partnership works so great.
Yeah.
One of the things we're always focused on at the College of Central Florida is getting folks into getting an education, but with an end goal in mind of finding a job, and a good paying job. And we've been razor sharp on that focus. We just recently got rated by the state as one of the top colleges in the state for performance on job placement of our graduates.
Good for you.
So very excited about that. But it happens with a partnership with the CareerSource, and we have such a great advantage in this area by having them located right together on our same campus, because we can talk to students up front, tell them about resources that are available and be a little more intrusive with the students to say, we need to get you over here to talk to these folks about finding a job. So don't just come and get an education. We love that too. But we want to help them get focused even from the first day when they come on campus, is to identify what their career goal is, what do they want to do. And we've got a lot of options out there. And the Talent Source is a great new partnership that I think is going to elevate what we're doing even higher. And that's our big goal. We want students to get a great job when they graduate, not be wondering, okay, I got my degree, now what? Where's that job? We'd love to get them linked up with an employer before they graduate. And many of our students, we've been able to do that.
Does it sometimes, when you give guidance to a student, does it help them either make a decision about changing their major or just studying something totally different? I think the whole aptitude test idea.
Right. Well, I changed my major multiple times. I'm not going to go back and review my record here, but I was an undergrad. But
did you have guidance, or was it just your own self? Because it sounds like in today's colleges, there's a lot more guidance.
Yes, it was all on me when I was going through college. Yeah. This is back in the dinosaur age, but we were, you had to find it yourself. They were just focused on getting you your degree, and good luck with everything else.
Yes.
It wasn't as heavily focused as we do here in Florida, in particular at CF. So that's something we want to give them as much guidance up front. We've even have tools out there when they're thinking about a degree option or certificate program with us. Lets them know how many jobs are open right now in our region and what's the average salary to help them make a good choice, so that they know, if I want to make this much income when I graduate, here's some of the programs I probably need to steer myself towards. And that's been real successful. We were one of the highest rated users. Our students were the highest number of hits on our website for that tool nationally.
Is that right?
Wow. With our college. We were one of the top 10 in the country for usage by our students. So a lot of folks have begun using that tool, and I think it doesn't happen in isolation. If it's all up to you, you never know what's going to happen. But if you've got people that partner together to try and find you a good pathway and steer you in that right direction, that's when good things are going to happen. And that's why we've got some of the great results we have of our graduates finding jobs.
Very good. Do the students come to you, or do you go to them? I mean, how does that?
Well, we do a couple of things. First of all, the college is very instrumental from the day one, as Dr. Henningsen said, about directing them and informing them of the services that we can offer them. We do outreach in the classes. We get information about the students and connect with them electronically and then through snail mail to make sure they're aware of events that are going on that we have, from workshops to resume help on a one-on-one basis. We've been doing some of that for a couple of years, and we view this really as a sort of a feather in our cap that Dr. Henningsen and the college felt like, okay, we really want to ask y'all to take on a bigger role. It fits with an objective our board has been working on for a while, which is how do you move from the services we offer at our main career centers into a more exclusive, if you will, customer. Businesses that want to hire skilled professionals, they are looking for a little bit different services, as are the professionals that are graduating. They want a little more one-on-one services. They don't want necessarily, from a business, the volume of referrals. So we're really shifting our business model to try to do a lot more one-on-one service. We're beginning to work with the students early on. Like I said, we reach out to the classes. A lot of the instructors, as they move through the college, say, one of your tasks is to develop a resume. And so they come to us, so we provide coaching on that so that they can develop the resume, take that back to their instructor. So there's a real collaborative relationship there. The college's internship program is located in the Talent Center. So we have the ability to work together with their intern team to make sure that we're preparing those interns for their internship from a standpoint of work ethic, the resume work. They work on connecting, and of course, if that internship is required as part of their instructional program, then they work with the business that's doing that to get the input they need to give them a grade. So it's a much more comprehensive effort than I think we've done before. I think it's beneficial to the students, and I'm sure it's going to be beneficial to business in the area.
Absolutely, yeah.
One of the things that we're looking to do is, that our board has looked at, and they see this as sort of a gateway. We're going to be offering a degreed talent, which is perceptually not what we offer at our regular career centers. I say perceptually because we actually have a number of degreed people come in, people who have degrees or have experience.
Right.
But they felt like, the board felt like if we could just offer a place that, in addition to serving the college students, that we could serve professionals in the community who may be looking to change jobs.
Oh, really? Okay.
That would be a different place for them to come. So the effort to work with Dr. Henningsen and the college and the students also gives us a path to work with more professionals in the area. And we're concentrating right now on the students. We've began some initial outreach after the May term ended, and we're starting right now preparing for December to work with their graduates and work with other students. So.
Very good, very good.
And to tell you what works great at getting students over there, we just tell them Rusty's got free pizza, and they flock
wow.
right over there.
All right, let me take a little break. We will be right back. The Talent Center open house and ribbon cutting is on September 14th, which is a week from today, I think, right? And we will be right back. If you have any questions, by the way, you are invited to call. The number is 622-9622. We will be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Partly sunny on this Wednesday, the high 88 to 92. The mainly clear Wednesday night, lows in the upper 60s and a few inland spots, about 75 along the coast. Sunshine mixing with clouds on Thursday. There can be a thunderstorm around from late morning on, the high 88 to 92. Friday, clouds and sun with a thunderstorm or two in the afternoon, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ACEsolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at A show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ACEsolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ACEsolvesItAll.com.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Your super minty toothpaste could be keeping you awake. Mint stimulates our alertness and energy, so consider brushing with something like baking soda. If your new date goes out of their way to show respect to you, yet argues with every receptionist and valet and restaurant server, that's a red flag for what's going to happen later with you. If you want to improve your cognitive function, take a walk in nature.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida leads the way in outstanding quality and installation. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 3 windows and the 4th window is 50% off. No money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyandersen.com. Renewalbyandersen.com. Offer ends September 30th. License CGC 1524135.
All right, 11 minutes before 10 o'clock. Nice looking Wednesday. If you need a job, if you need some education, we've got both right here, right now. Laura Byrnes is here from CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion. Rusty Skinner is here from the College of, what are you from? CIA?
Either one.
Either one, okay. And what am I saying? What am I saying wrong here?
Join the team, Rusty.
He's our CEO, CareerSource CEO.
Okay. I was
my
confused.
boss.
Your boss. Okay, and I'll be nice to him then. And Dr. James Henningsen, of course, from the college across the street. The one thing I remember when I was younger, and I would have this beautiful resume. Remember, we used to use typewriters, and I had no clue. I guess my resume showed where I went to school, whatever, but I had no clue what to say when I got there. I had no Believe it or not, I had no social skills at all. I didn't. I would go there. I'd be so intimidated by the guy who was asking me the questions, And other people seem to have a natural ability to do this. Is that at all part of what you do? I don't know if you do it at the school or at CareerSource.
Yeah. You aren't alone in not knowing what to say. I think most people really get in there and they're fretting about the interview and they know it's important, and then they just sort of freeze up. And they just can't be natural. So I think one of the things that we try to work with everyone on is, you have to just go in there and be yourself. You have to understand they're going to ask you a few questions that may be somewhat like this. So think about how you want to answer those things. Think about what type of value you can add to that company. Why should that company invest in you? Okay, you're interested in going to work for them, but why should they be interested in hiring you? So you get that graduate, you get that job seeker thinking about how do they package themselves, how do they sell themselves. Sometimes, that people are very good at selling themselves, sometimes not. The big challenge is how do you package yourself, sell yourself so that it's a low-key but professional sell.
And if I could just add to that, my niece is 24. She graduated one of our fine universities in the state. She's looking for a job, and she was building her resume, and you're exactly right. I mean, if they haven't been through a prescribed pathway or something that's more personalized for them, helping them, what do you need to see in your resume? She went down to CareerSource and used the fine services down there and had some help from there. So she's working on that. But I think our big benefit we've got here is at the beginning of their academic career when they come to the college, we're going to help them about, you need to be aware of this. Don't wait till when you're about done and then you want to start thinking about, hey, I guess I got to get a job.
Wow, yeah.
We're going to start right in the first term, the first few weeks, about what their career aspirations are, and then keep them in touch with the resources that are available and be much more intrusive with our communication with them so that they get that information. We found the students are very receptive to it, are very excited about it. We've had a number of our graduates who've just been hired recently by some of the new companies coming in. We're talking about FedEx and some of the others. They've hired some of our bachelor's degree in business folks. And they love the internships. They love the access to those students, knowing that they're ready to go when they graduate.
The internship, is that a way for an employer to test drive, for lack of a better way to ask this question? Just test drive a potential employee?
Absolutely. And this past year, earlier this year, I brought together a lot of leaders from companies in the area. Wanted to ask them how we can improve. What can we do even better? We're always looking to improve. How do we get more of our students employed locally? And that was something they brought up. We'd like more access for internships while they're enrolled. Even AA degree seekers, who generally are desired is to transfer to a 4-year program, but get them early on into a working environment, and that gives them the skills on their resume. And when they graduate, they're even more competitive about getting a job. So we're trying to expand the internships and co-ops that are available for students because we found that that's very high in demand right now.
And what was interesting during the break, you had said that this is like the beta program for you guys, is that you're starting right here local with our community, and with the huge success that it's already showing, other communities are going to try to follow your leadership.
We were recognized, the Governor Scott had his Degrees to Jobs Summit in Orlando a few months back, and we were in one of the sessions, and they Chris Hart, the head of CareerSource, they mentioned our partnership and what we're building here is a potential for a statewide model. So we're hoping that the success we have here,
it makes sense for other people to copy this. Well, that is impressive. Well, congratulations on that, being forward thinkers. I like that. So somebody listening right now, 2 things I wanted to make sure we repeated: the date next Wednesday, and also during the break you mentioned something about a website. Can you talk about, I know it's not ready yet, but...
Sure, we're going to have the website ready for a rollout on the 14th, but it's going to be structured different than the normal type of website that you have, like Employ Florida Marketplace, which is the state site. This one's going to be sorted so that if an employer wants to go in and says, I'm really looking for someone with a accounting experience, so we're going to have all of the job candidates in there organized by degree, by major, minor, so that somebody looking for something doesn't have to just go, okay, there's 1,000 people on here, let me try to scroll through a keyword or do stuff like that. We're going to work it so that it's already organized, so they can pull up a little brief on Rusty Skinner and say, I wouldn't hire him. No.
He might be a fun party animal,
but
though.
they get a little snapshot picture. We're emphasizing LinkedIn as a source, so that they'll be going to students are going to be marketing themselves on a more professional site than they have in the past. The other thing is, you mentioned the resume. One of the big things that goes on right now with resumes is the idea of a resume has shifted dramatically since really the recession. You don't normally tell a life story on a resume anymore. You really focus
Smart
on
idea, yeah.
What are my skills? This is really a skill-based job market. So what we work with the students on is, let's put those skills that you've got up front on your resume. A lot of employers use electronic HR systems which screen looking for those skills. And so the more you have those up at the front of the resume, the more successful you're going to be to get past the electronic system into a pair of human hands and human eyes see you. So those are just some things that we've been working on, and that, somebody said to me the other day, does your business, you change a lot in your business? I said, well, we shift by what employers want and what our candidates need. Right. So our business is always changing.
Are you going to allow, like, each prospective employee that has their written resume on there, are they going to also be able to submit a 2-minute video on them, and then they can say why you should hire me and get their personality?
We've been working with a group of HR people, and a lot of times what their view was that the sample video is more an aid to the job seeker than it is to the HR person. If they're going to want to talk to them, they're going to want to talk to them directly. So if there's a question about maybe a job candidate that goes to school here but lives in Citrus County and they want to talk to them, we could work with them to arrange for a Skype interview. Or if the employer that's interested, because one of the other issues is we tend to think, okay, we want to find a job right here, around the corner. And the job market is not right here, around the corner. Job market is an hour drive from wherever you are. And so sometimes reaching out for that hour and trying to arrange for a personal interview using something like Skype is more natural. They get more of a feeling than they do from what they think is like a canned production.
We met a lady yesterday who lives in Crystal River and works here in Ocala. So she's got that drive every day, and the only reason he came up was because of the storm. We said, how did you fare during the storm? So it's great that you cover this whole area, and a lot of people do that. My son, he works in Alachua in Gainesville.
Sure.
He lives here. And I think somebody at Life South works in Gainesville, and lives in Gainesville, works here. And it's a lot of people who do that.
We've got some commuter map information on our website, CareerSourceCLM.com. And you'd be surprised at the movement that you've seen. And if you went back 10 years and looked at that same movement, you'd see a growth in the number of people leaving Marion County, leaving Citrus, leaving Levy, and then the number of people coming into those counties from surrounding counties too. So it's a much more fluid job market today than ever before.
We've got some opportunities coming up with Levy County. We've got our campus that's going to be opening next summer. So it's under construction right now, and then they were actually pouring concrete right before the hurricane hit because they wanted to get that in there.
And where is it, in Williston?
It's going to be just right about Chiefland.
Okay.
And it's a 45,000 square foot facility, and
nice.
It's going to be our brand new full-time permanent. It's going to be the first permanent higher education facility in the entire county.
Nice. Wonderful.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just need to make 2 quick points before we run out of time. So in addition to the students and the graduates, this talent center is also catering to the needs and expectations of professional level and highly skilled technical candidates as well. So I have a former colleague who, after 30-some years with a particular company, found herself out of a job. She called me Friday.
Oh, wow.
I said, on Tuesday, you need to call Talent Center.
Is it Greta Van Susteren? She's looking for work.
I said friend or colleague. And she is going to be there tomorrow. So please understand, if you are a professional level job candidate or highly skilled technical job candidate, this is for you as well. And it's for anyone regardless of where you live, work, or go to school in our area. CareerSourceCLM.com is the website. Laura Byrnes, thank you as always. Dr. James Henningsen, thank you for coming in. And Rusty Skinner, thank you for coming in. Give us a call and share this video with somebody who might benefit from it. We'll take a little break and be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio.